Everyone, so today I want to talk about how much money I've been making on YouTube. Now, I just want to go into the background what I've been doing recently because I haven't made any new videos on this channel for a while, and some of my videos have got quite good traction over the last few months, and especially the one on how to start a business. And obviously I appreciate everyone who's watched it and subscribe to my channel. So I just wanted to explain myself to everyone, as the whole point of making this channel is to be as transparent as possible. So basically I started another channel which is under a different name. It's actually just under my name, Kevin A. Young, and it's focused on fashion and men's style content. And the reason why I did this is because at the time I was creating educational content for King's College, Swinburne University, and Fourth Revs. I'm not actually working with them anymore, so I feel like I can mention them now. And I don't think it was right for me to put content that they were paying me to create for the students, but then turning around and putting it online for free on YouTube. So I had to really be quite particular with what I talk about on this channel. And then eventually I picked up a few more clients, and obviously I can't really show any of their work in the YouTube channel. So if I was to talk about anything, I'd have to script it, recreate something either in Figma or Squarespace or Shopify, so some of the platforms that I work on, and then film it and then edit it. And obviously all of that is really time consuming. Maybe it would have made me not enjoy the process as much. So I started a different channel on something that I personally have an interest in rather than something that I'm really good at. And now for this channel, I want to pick it back up and just share my process of building the channel, and also just different parts of the business that I'm working on. And I also finally lost my final web hosting client, and they didn't actually pay the last invoice. I'll just use them as an example next time I make a video on web design business. Web hosting, it was a really good baseline, but I'd already built up different revenue streams. So from my perspective, it just wasn't really worth my time anymore to continue working on it. But I do think it's a really good way to start earning money online. At some point, I'm going to expand on that. So this is my new channel that I set up. As I said, it's just under my name, Kevin A. Young. I started this back in March last year, just because, I was buying clothes anyway, so I might as well do some review on them. And since then, I've got about 3,000 subscribers, and obviously you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to be monetized. So from the content perspective, you can see the first video I published was on March the 22nd. Actually did really well, got like 13,000 views. And then some of the videos, they kind of dropped off a little bit. This was just something that I recorded on the PlayStation, but I had nowhere to put it, so I had to upload it here. But over time, most of the videos have done really well. The worst performing one was only 1,321, and then everything else, they've all got pretty much view rates. So in terms of total watch time, it was actually this video where I talked about Uniqlo C that really pushed me over the edge. So I dropped that video on August 31st, and within 1 month, it racked up 3,000 watch hours. That was just a spontaneous video that I decided to make on that day. Sometimes it's just one of those random things that you decided to do that end up doing the best. And I think it's actually my most viewed video at 71,000. And if I look at the 3 months period, you can see I started making money on YouTube on the 9th of September. I actually qualified for YouTube monetization pretty much around the end of August, but it took about 7 days for me to get that through. And on the first day of being monetized, I made a total of £1.50. So even though the video with the most view that pushed me through the 4,000 watch hour limit, that would have made a significant amount of money. It was actually before the period I got monetized, so I didn't make money on any of the watch hours on that video. And the first video I really started making some money on was this one, which is the one where I talk about Uniqlo U. So it just seems like I've really found a niche with reviewing Uniqlo products. I mean, personally, I shop at Uniqlo all the time anyway, so it just somehow miraculously aligned. And obviously, the first day I was making £21, and then the next day I made £24 of it. Obviously, as the videos just started dropping in views, it started decreasing. So then on the third day, I only made £6, and so on and so on. It just kept decreasing until now. I think it's still making a bit of money. I think it's making about maybe 20p or 30p a day just when people are stumbling across it. But obviously, basically, every time I'm buying new clothes, I'm just talking about them, and they've been doing quite well. And then the second video is the actual hands-on review that I made, which on one night it made me £36.95. So that's really good if you can actually get that kind of traction. So in the first month of me making YouTube videos, I actually made about £500, which is pretty impressive. Now, the actual niche that YouTube is really favoring me on, obviously, is unicorn. So if I now look at the last 90 days, I'm not making as much money. I think the last 90 days I made about £192, which is still pretty good if you factor in, it's just generating me income passively from people watching these videos. But another reason why I'm making content on, fashion content is I notice, there are a lot of people doing referral on the clothes. So once I've reviewed the products, I can actually go into this website called LTK, and from the links within those videos, if people are buying the content from those videos, then I can actually make a commission from them. So I didn't actually get approved to get into LTK, I think, until October. So, and again, I've missed that ride where Unico C video got 72,000 views. I didn't really know how to use this platform at the time. So since October, I've made about £382 commission LTK. I'm now on a different platform called ShopMine as well. I haven't had as much success on. I think I've only made about £15 on there. Hopefully, I'm just going to continue building up. But what's really interesting is if I was to compare that to this channel, obviously, I'm not getting a lot of views at all. I'm only getting 277 views within the last 2 days on this channel versus the fashion channel, which is getting about 3,700 views within the last 2 days. But if you look at the actual estimated revenue, it's pretty much the same. So I made £54 in the last month on the fashion channel, and I also made £54 on this UX channel. So depending on the niche that you are targeting, you can get a much higher earning potential. So the video that I think most people have watched on this channel, that's actually making me about £3.50 per day, which is pretty good. So in all combined, I'm probably making about £200 now with YouTube and also the referral program that I'm on. And also in addition to that, companies who are kind of just sending me stuff to review as well. Which is pretty nice. So yeah, that's what I've been doing within the last few months. And if you've got any questions about, how to set up a YouTube channel or anything to do with the web design, just drop a comment below. I'll see what kind of content I'm able to make in the future. And also, Logitech actually sent me a MX Creative Console to review, because obviously I made a review on the Work Louder Creator Micro little keyboard. I don't really use that anymore. It's just really impractical. The wire is not really that big of a problem. It's more the fact that you can't really see what you've assigned to the keyboard at all. So I'd be really interested to test this out for a few weeks, and then I'll probably do a review on this and show you guys what I think of this device. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.